Welcome back, y'all. It's been a little minute, have it? Yeah, I know. I've been a little busy. I've been in my studies. So, I try to make it here and there when I can to give you more valuable information that I've come across or that I have in my knowledge bank. And today is an important topic as well. So, let's dive into it, y'all. What's good, my fellow explorers of the vibrant mind? Today, we're diving deep into something that's affecting way too many of us, y'all. Today, we're talking about mental fatigue. Not just regular tired, but that deep soul-crushing exhaustion where your brain feel like it's running through the mud, y'all. That's the one we're talking about. Before we get into it, let me share just a quick story, Recently, I was kind of sitting at my desk, just staring at the email forever. Well, it felt like forever. And the words were right there, but my brain was just like checked out. It was like, nah, overload. We not processing nothing else today. Y'all ever been there before? That right there is called mental fatigue. There's a difference between being tired and having fatigued. And for reference, let me get that up for you. So I hope everyone's day, week, month has been amazing and getting better and better and better because you're applying this information from Vibrant Works and it's creating vibrancy within your own mind. So, all right, so let's get back in here. I'm going to pull up this definition right quick. So let me break down the key differences between, mental fatigue and just being tired, y'all. So mainly when you're dealing with tired, that's more of it affects your cognitive functions. It kind of makes your brain feels a little foggy. You have a little difficulty concentrating, and it can result from intense thinking, thinking a lot, intense decision making, or just focusing for prolonged periods of time. So this actually may reduce your attention span. When you focus so long, it becomes aware on your mental prowess. It may cause difficulty in making decisions, slower reaction times. It might make you more irritable when you're mentally fatigued, or you have mood changes. You may even have trouble recalling memory. So a lot of the time, being mentally tired versus mentally fatigued, tired will mostly just tired builds up until it becomes fatigue. It's like a stepping stone to fatigue. When you're fatigued, it's an entire physical experience at that point. It's not just your mental clog. Your whole body feels it. Okay? So a tired will just be a stepping stone into the place of fatigued. And when you're fatigued, that means your systems are shutting down. You can work through being tired. You can continue to exercise if you're tired. You can continue to take care of your kids if you're tired. But if you're fatigued, that's a whole nother level. And that's what we're talking about here today, y'all. How to overcome this and what signs to look for. Okay? So, I'm very self-aware. So I caught myself, feeling a little fatigued recently, and I'm like, hold on. I gotta go ahead and speak on this. So that's why I'm bringing this here to you today. In this video, we're going to be breaking down what mental fatigue really is. And I kind of already started hitting on it a little bit and why it's different from physical tiredness. The surprising signs you might be mentally exhausted. We're going to give you a few signs of if you're mentally exhausted. You can check for yourself. Real practical solutions that actually work. Everything I bring to you has been applied. Okay? And when it's time to reach out to somebody else, perhaps a professional, to actually help you. So, understanding mental fatigue. First, let's break down what's really happening in your brain. Check this out, y'all. Chess grandmasters can burn up to 6,000 calories just sitting and thinking during tournaments. That's like running a marathon with your mind, y'all. Thinking burns calories. Focusing, intense focusing alone burns calories. See, imagine you're at work and you got all these unread emails, 50 to 100 of them. You have some upcoming project deadlines. Your boss keeps dropping by with quick questions, or people that you're over or working with, they just have a lot of questions. You're becoming more irritable. Your phone is steady buzzing with notifications. You're just staring at it like, man, I can't take another notification. And you're trying to remember if you even paid your bill on time. So, all these examples can contribute or be real life examples of what you may be experiencing right now, which is fatigue. Your brain just ain't doing one thing when you're in this state. It's like opening up 17 apps on your phone at once, and your phone battery is on 2%. Your brain is opening up all these tabs in your mind, but your physical capacity, your energetic capacity is draining. So, I'm going to give you another example. Think about when you're trying to order food after a very long day, y'all. The simple question of, what do you want for dinner? Suddenly feels like you're being asked to solve world hunger. You don't even have the mental capacity to even think about what you want to eat, something you need as a necessity, especially if you're in a state of fatigue. You definitely need that protein, that energy source. So even making decisions becomes way more heavy when you're in a mentally fatigued state, y'all. That's your brain saying, we've been making all the choices we gonna make today. All done. Your brain like, nope, let's shut down. Just like a computer. If you keep using your computer nonstop, guess what? There's a safety mechanism built in. It will turn off on you in the middle of what you're doing if it has way too much going on. Your computer is like, nope, I will not destroy my system for what you have going. I actually have to protect myself. So I will shut this thing down. Okay? So, these are signs that you're mentally exhausted. Let's talk about those signs. That your brain is trying to tell you something. It's saying to you, something has to change right now. Your brain trying to tell you something has to change. So there's some physical signs that you can look for. When you're in the middle of your day, perhaps 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and you just have a crash and it hits differently, you just crash out on the couch, you just throw yourself on the couch, and there's a super sigh that you give out, that could be a sign of mentally fatigued, y'all. You know, when you sitting in them meetings and your eyes getting very heavy, even though you really felt like you slept good, you felt like the night before you had some really good sleep, but in the middle of your day, you're at work or you're doing whatever you're obligated to do, and your eyes get heavy. That could be a sign, y'all. Maybe your coffee that you depend on to keep you energized just really ain't hitting like it used to. It ain't giving you that energy, that spark no more. At least at this point in time. That can be a sign, y'all, of mental fatigue. Maybe you just start getting random headaches that come out of nowhere, and you can't quite figure out what's going on. You haven't been really doing anything differently. You've been focused. You've been on it. You've been taking care of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But the one thing that you haven't actually stopped and caught yourself doing is realizing that you're opening up so many obligations and responsibilities in your mind, so many thoughts in your mind at one time. So I like to use metaphors, y'all. Imagine your brain as a highway. And see, I live in Dallas, and there's this big highway called 635. So imagine, let's say 635 is 5 to 6 lanes. So that's 5 or 6 lanes worth of traffic going on a daily basis. Now, imagine that 5 or 6 lanes was 2 lanes. Imagine it. Imagine how much longer, how much difficult, how much slower everything would move if you took 5 lanes and made it 2. And that's what's happening with you and your brain when you become mentally fatigued. It's shutting down highways. It's shutting down ports. It's saying no more, no more. We're to our capacity right now. So, you have your physical signs. Now you have your mental signs that you can look for. One being decision. You having like a paralyzing feeling when it's time to make a decision. Maybe you just standing in front of your closet for 20 minutes and can't pick out an outfit, y'all. That's serious. You just staring like, man, what I'm gonna wear, and not really processing it. You're just there, stuck. Maybe you finding yourself avoiding people you usually rock with. You've withdrawn yourself from that social interaction. Maybe you're feeling disconnected from the things you used to love. You used to love making music and making art and writing stories and going to ride your bike every day or going fishing or whatever. You just feel very disconnected from all the things that help make you you. So you can't even pick what you want to eat for lunch. You scrolling through Netflix for an hour and can't even make a decision on what you want to watch, y'all. That's decision paralysis. Okay? All right. Emotional signs, y'all. These are emotional signs you can look for to determine if you're mentally fatigued, y'all. And if you came in to view, I appreciate you. I always appreciate anybody that comes in and wants to receive this education, y'all. And when I say education, it ain't me just teaching you. It's a back and forth. I learn from you guys as well. And that's what makes Vibrant Works beautiful. I'm not the know-it-all. I know a lot, and I'm still learning. And the more you learn, the more you realize you have a lot more to learn. You really don't know much. So, these are the emotional signs that you can look for to determine if you're mentally fatigued. Your mood changes very quick. Small things get you heated. Small things, you're very irritable. That could be a very big sign right there. Your kids coming in and they're whistling, and that causes you to get very upset with them, and they're whistling. Or they're just doing what they do on a normal basis, but this particular day that they're doing it, it causes you to get heated. That can be a sign, y'all. Finding yourself avoiding people. People that you love, you usually hang out with. And I kind of tapped on that a little bit, but that socializing. You don't want to socialize. You don't have the capacity for it, the space for it. Okay? And once again, feeling disconnected from the things you really do love. Now, these are the behavioral signs that you can look for. Behavior is like when that procrastination take over your life. That to-do list getting longer and longer instead of shorter. The things you said you was gonna go do getting longer because you haven't done anything. You procrastinating. And if you're in that state and you're normally not in that state, that may be a sign that you're mentally fatigued. If you know you're a go-getter and you usually get things done and you're no longer doing it and things start piling up, your house look a mess, your car look a mess, dinner table look a mess, fridge don't got the food like it usually have, that may be a sign, y'all. You start 5 tasks but ain't finishing none of them. You start cleaning up on your laundry a little bit, go in the bathroom, go in the living room, but none of it getting done. Still got dishes in there, none of it getting done. Or maybe it's work tests. Okay, y'all? These are signs, y'all, and it's very important for y'all to really be aware. Because the first step into fixing anything is awareness, and not to be afraid of what you find out about what you're aware of. Don't be afraid of the information, y'all. Whatever is going on in your life, don't be afraid to find out what's going on in your life. That's the key, because when you find out, now you can make conscious decisions to better your decision making, better your energy states, better anything that you put your mind, your body, your physical, your spirit to, y'all. We have to be conscious as much as possible about what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. Our behaviors, our emotional states, our mental states, our spiritual states, all of that goes hand in hand, y'all. Okay? So another behavioral sign is you checking your social media every 5 minutes just to give yourself a quick break. It's like you're trying to escape from the pain of the day. You're tapping on that. You're looking at your phone every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes. And you still seeing the same things. You got caught up in a loop. That can be a sign, y'all, of mental fatigue. Okay? And if you in the chat right now, thank you so very much. I just want to, shower y'all with love for giving yourself an opportunity to grow with this information. Now we about to tap into the practical solutions that can help you if you've determined that anything I just previously said applies to you, and how you can start turning the wheels and fixing you and your situations in that mental fatigue, y'all. Now these are real solutions. And now I'm not just going to tell you to drink water and meditate, although there's definitely things you can do, and those things do help. We're talking about some real life strategies right now, in real life, in your life, in my life, that you can apply, and these things work 100%. The number one thing you have to understand, if you recognize that you're in a mentally fatigued state, the number one skill you have to learn and you have to be aware of is energy management 101. Straight up, you have to learn how to manage your energy. Think of your brain just like a phone battery. You got to be strategic how you use it. Especially if you know you're finna go take on a lot of tasks today and you don't have a charger, you're going to be very aware of how much you're on your phone. And you're not going to be on it more than you have to be, because you know this needs to last. I have to get to 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock tonight without a charger. So I have to make sure the things I'm doing energy wise on my battery, on my brain, will get me to where I'm going. And I have more than enough left over to get over the finish line for that day, for that task, for that mission. Okay, y'all? So, energy management 101. And here's just a metaphor, this may apply to your life. Imagine you had a cousin that used to try to handle everything first thing in the morning, y'all. And maybe this is you. Mark is trying to handle everything in the morning, first thing in the morning. Checking all his emails while he's still in bed, making important calls during breakfast, scheduling meetings back to back to back, back to back. By 2 p.m., he was done. Now, peep his new schedule. Morning is just a high energy time. You rejuvenated yourself. First 2 hours, he's doing his creative work and important decision making. No emails until after the first major task. Important meetings when his brain is fresh. Afternoon, you've used some of your energetic resources. Now you have a little bit lower energy. When you're in that state, you're going to do simpler tasks like organizing files, responding to basic emails, team check-ins, and casual meetings, y'all. because you understand how your energy is working. Marcus understood how his energy was working. He knew in the high energy time, he needs to apply the most, get the most done. He's making the best choices when his energy is the highest. He's using his energy wisely, and he knows he will deplete his energy as he go. So as he go, he make his responsibilities less and less and less. Do the heavy work when you have the most energy. Even if you told yourself you're going to rest today, guess what? If you have energy, go ahead and knock out all those heavy tasks, all your biggest tasks. It's going to help your energy management. It's going to change your life, y'all, straight up. So I know people are planners and we like to plan everything, but you have to go on your body schedule. You have to learn your body schedule. Your body going to tell you when to do what and when not to do what. Okay? So we have to be more body conscious. Your energy level tells it all, y'all. Okay? So the result of Marcus managing his energy like that, he doubled his productivity and he ain't feel drained by 3 p.m. Okay? The break strategy, y'all need to understand how breaks actually work. And here's the signs. Here's another real life example for you. So let's call this girl Keisha. My girl Keisha was proud of pushing through her 8-hour workday. She had no lunch break. She eating at her desk. She only taking bathroom breaks. She thought she was being productive by doing this until she started making mistakes on simple tasks. Here's what actually works, y'all. Okay? 90-minute focus work sessions. So you're going to work 90 minutes at a time, max. Especially if you have a very overwhelming job or very physical job. And it may need to be less if you have a lot of physical work in it. But mental energy, 90-minute focus work sessions. Work in high spurts of 90 minutes. And then you give yourself 15 to 20 real breaks. Not scrolling on your phone. That's the key. Put the phone up. 15, 20 minutes, give yourself a real break. Okay? You're going to be present. You're not going to be trying to think about every little thing. You're just going to take what's in the moment and relax into yourself. Okay? You're going to actually leave your desk for lunch, especially if you have a job that keeps you in one spot every day. Or one building every day. On your lunch, leave. Even if you brought your lunch, leave. Go outside and eat your lunch in your car. Get yourself some fresh air. This stuff works, y'all. So take 5-minute walks in between your biggest tasks. If you have a big, long list of things you need to do, break it up. You don't have to work all the way through. Learn your pace in life. Your body's pace is not always the same as somebody else's body pace. Learn your body pace. Your body won't lie to you. You have to listen to it. And this will help you manage your energy, y'all. Okay? And this will help you better give yourself a chance to get out of mental fatigue. Because now you're managing your energy. You will have leftover energy for the things you actually do enjoy doing. Okay? So, let's talk about sleep revolution, y'all. This ain't about just getting your 8 hours of sleep in. It's about quality sleep. And I tell you, everybody don't need 8 hours of sleep. That's why I said you have to learn your body. Your body. So, let me give you another example. Let me tell you about James, who couldn't figure out why he was waking up so tired. He got his 8 hours of sleep, but why he waking up so tired? Before he went to sleep, he be watching these intense shows right before bed, y'all. His phone brightness is on maximum brightness. His room is hot like a sauna. For some reason, I don't know why he's sleeping in a hot room, but this is the example. He has an irregular sleep schedule. So these are the changes James made to get his energetic balance back in tune with his body's circadian rhythm. Okay, so he made these changes. He made his bedroom cooler first and foremost. Now it's between 65 and 72 degrees when he go to sleep in that joint, where he getting ready to wind down that joint. He got some blackout curtains. He sleeps with a mask over his eyes. If you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, get the blackout curtains because they're a little bit more expensive. Get you a mask, put it over your eyes, y'all. These are little simple, practical things that can help you manage your energy. I'm telling you, this stuff work, y'all. He knew when he was feeling like he was about to go to sleep. So what he decided to do is no phone 30 minutes before the bed. Before he was going to be knocked out, the last thing he was going to not be doing is be on his phone before bed. He kept his same sleep schedule. So the only thing he changed was he cooled down his room or his house. He got some blackout curtains or a mask if you don't want to spend the money. He decided not to use his phone 30 minutes before bed. He kept his same sleep schedule. The result of this, he was waking up actually feeling refreshed instead of fighting with the snooze button. I'm telling y'all, get you some blackout curtains, cool down your room, add 3 fans if you need that. Give your body what it needs to give you some quality sleep. If you need white noise, they make white noise machines. If you need a humidifier because your nose and your nostrils getting dry at night, get you a humidifier. Get you the things to make sure when you're asleep, you're getting the best possible quality sleep. Because if a person sleeps 4 hours of quality sleep versus just sleeping 8 hours, that person with 4 hours is going to have way more energy than the person that just slept 8 hours and didn't get quality sleep. Okay? So let's create you an energy management plan, man. And that's what Vibing Works. That's what I help people do, y'all. And that's why it's so important, this information. I just kind of give y'all the fundamentals of it. But we can dive into your life together and get you on schedules and plans and have science and spiritual based practices to help you turn your life around. Because at the end of the day, I believe that everybody should have the opportunity to become the best versions of themselves, and that's the only way this world can really change for the better, is if you change for the better. And that's the point of me giving you this information here today, y'all. Okay, I have to change for the better, you have to change for the better, and we have to know what the practical things are to make sure we're in rhythm with our own selves, our own energy, our own vibrations, our own frequencies, y'all. Okay, so let's create a plan that actually can work for your life. So the first thing you need to do is an energy audit, y'all. You need to know if you're tired. You got to know where your energy going, where you're putting your energy at. So like if you get on social media and you start posting and stuff, they'll give you the analytics of your like your video views, your likes, your interactions. You need to start doing it with your energy and understanding where you're putting your energy and how much time. They got apps that tell you how long you be on your phone screen. They got smart watches to tell you what you're doing in the day. So you have to start up getting yourself more awareness and using your resources to build out an audit for your life. So let's just use Lisa for example. So Lisa did an energy audit. Her Monday log, 6 a.m. Her energy level felt 8 to 10, fresh after sleep. Right after she woke up, she gave it an 8 out of 10. So when that 6 a.m. woke up, picked up the phone, started scrolling through social media. So her energy level was 8 out of 10. She got on social media immediately when she woke up and she started scrolling social media. So 9 o'clock, 3 hours after, the energy level dropped a bit. That battery was dropping a bit, 7 out of 10. She used that 7 energy level for back-to-back meetings. She had back-to-back meetings at work. She had to take care of business, y'all. By 12 p.m., she dropped from a 7 to a 4 out of 10. Now she on 40% energy level, y'all. And guess what? That's when she decided to do some creative stuff. when she was a 4 out of 10 energetically. That's bad timing. Straight up, y'all. We have to be aware of our energy levels, and we have to audit ourselves and understand where we're putting our energies, y'all. This is important. Okay? So, 3 p.m. About 3 p.m., she was a 2 out of 10. And she had to do this important presentation for a client. She had to get this sale, y'all. She got bills and mouths to feed, y'all. But her energy level at 3 o'clock, because of her habits, was 2 out of 10. She was on 20%, but she had to run on fumes to gut it out to make sure that presentation was still given. After we audited Lisa, she realized she was wasting her high energy hours and trying to do important work when her brain was most tired. That don't make sense when you stop and think about it. Why are you doing your hardest tasks when your brain is tired? Don't push yourself through your hardest task when your brain tired. No, listen to your brain. Okay, so we did some strategic planning. You know what I'm saying? Here's how we can restructure the day. The morning power hours. Handle your most challenging tasks in the morning. So if you have and I'm pretty sure you've experienced this before. You really, really clean your house in the morning time. On a Sunday morning, Saturday morning. In the morning is when that house gets spick and span, y'all. Because you have the most energy, you're most in tune at that time. So handle your most challenging tasks in the same way in the morning. Make your most important decisions. What bill you going to pay this month, this week, ABC? Make your most important decisions in the morning when you have high energy level. Do your most creative work if you like to do art or whatever, or write books or write poems. Anything that's creative. Do it in the morning when you have the highest energy level. And of course, this can be inverted if you're a night owl. So this just applies to people that wake up early in the morning, and you know how that go. So, all right. So have your most crucial conversations in the morning when you have your highest energy level. Those very important talks with your friends, your spouses, whomever, y'all. When your energy level is the highest, it's the best time, energetically speaking, to have those conversations. And you'll have it with way more ability and capacity to respond in a more conscious way. Because remember, if your energy is low and you're having an important conversation with a friend or loved one, the things they're saying can more easily irritate you. Because you don't have the physical capacity to deal with whatever they're talking about. You feel like they're making their problem your problem. And nobody wants to feel like that. You're able to tolerate it when you have a high energy level. But when your energy level is low, you don't want to hear about nobody else's problems. Keep that to yourself. Just keep that over there. Okay? So if you do want to be in people's lives that you care about, when your energy level is the highest, is when you need to have those real conversations with them. The most important conversations. Okay? Here goes some midday maintenance you can run. You know what I'm saying? So, middle of your day, you know, your energy, your battery level kind of drained a little bit. That's when you need to have your regular meetings. You respond to all the emails. You do your team check-ins if you're at work, tapping in with your kids or whatever you need to do. You do some light planning work. Okay? So we are gradually decreasing our responsibilities and our energy output as the day go on. We don't put out more energy as the day go on. We're managing our energy. So late day work, that's when we just going to organize. We're going to do the simple tasks, simple planning. We're going to prepare for tomorrow to make tomorrow easier for us when we come in. We're going to do all the low state work. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we're going to set up our environment so that our energy, our space is amplified. So you might want to put a plant on your desk. You might want to listen to some hi-fi, lo-fi music. You might want to put a candle. Whatever you do, whatever your thing is, set up your environment to succeed, y'all, and help your energy level when you're going through your toughest times. Okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and kind of wrap this up because this part is important too. if you're really not getting a lot of what I'm saying, or you are, but you still quite don't know how to apply, you may have to seek professional help. Now, I will say I do offer one-on-ones with people and we can build out strategic plans. But if you feel like you just in a state where your mental fatigue is in a stuck state, then you may need to seek some professional help. Okay? And these are signs when it's time to get help, y'all. When self-help ain't cutting it. You know all the self-helps already. You listen to them already, but they ain't cutting it. You tried all the strategies, but you still struggling. You don't know how to apply it. The fatigue lasting more than a few weeks, y'all. It's affecting your relationships and work. When you notice, these are another signs, is when you notice constant anxiety about simple tasks. You want to escape those simple tasks. They feel like extra more weight on you than not. You start feeling hopeless about your situation. Your physical symptoms getting worse. Your headaches getting worse. You're losing weight. You just can't quite. You don't want to eat. Your sleep problems that won't go away. You can't quite get your sleep patterns or sleep quality up. Okay? So, if that's what's happening in your shoes, in your life, in your reality, then your options are to seek professional help. I mean, you have therapists, y'all. Y'all have spiritual coaches. Y'all have life coaches. There's many routes you can take. So, and like I say, I offer some one-on-ones too. I'm building out that. So if that's something you're interested in, you're just trying to find out how to better organize your energy, Vibing Works, y'all. Get with me. I have a link in the description as well. Okay? So, here's some common concerns and questions, and I like to address them right now. So, I know y'all might be thinking, can I push through it if I'm really mentally fatigued? Answer, man. This is the real answer. No. That's like driving on empty. I don't know if you ever drove on empty and your car just stopped. I have. I personally experienced it. It's been a long time. I was younger. But man, you do not want to be on E and your car stop. You don't want to do that. And imagine your brain. That's a whole nother level. Because a car is just a physical item. But your brain is what makes you able to experience this life. Okay? So, you might make it a little further if you're on E, but you risk it breaking down and you don't want it. So, another question people ask all the time is, what if I can't change my schedule, Justin? Then what? Man, all you got to do is start small, y'all. Y'all got to understand, this stuff ain't as big as climbing a mountain. Stop focusing on the mountain itself. Focus on the things that's in your control that you can do, and give yourself grace and a pat on the back along the way. Start small. Even 5-minute breaks can help you better sleep habits, y'all, and it can make a difference. Little things makes a difference. You can't even get a picture without a drip of ink hitting the paper first. It starts with a drip of ink. You can't draw without that little pen, that little pencil tip touching the paper first. So it starts small, y'all. You can't get your house without one brick. Without that one brick, the rest of them don't matter. Okay? Start small as you can. Are you just lazy? Is this just laziness? Are you just a lazy person? No. Mental fatigue is as real as physical fatigue, y'all, and they can start affecting each other. Your brain needs rest just like your body needs rest, y'all. Okay? So thank y'all for today. I hope that something in this resonated with you, because we gotta stop ignoring our mental battery, y'all. And I gave you a guide on how to get started on fixing your brain fatigue, but go back, listen to it. Go listen to some of the other things I've put out, and you'll start better building up your conscious awareness of you, who you are, how you operate, why you operate that way, and how you can apply and find these resources to better yourself. But first, you have to want it for yourself. Nobody can want it for you. So when I put out these videos, y'all got to understand, when I put out these videos, I might have 1 or 2 people actually paying attention. And I don't care, because I know that those 1 or 2 people that do see it, I know how impactful and important this information is. And that's the point of me continuing to do it, y'all. Okay? And the reason I haven't been posting a little more is simply because of that mental fatigue. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to get better and more aware within the new dynamics in my life to better manage my energy. Because big transitions in life will cause you to have to recalibrate your energy and how you place your energy, because you want to still make sure that you're within a certain balance in your life at all times. Okay? But yeah, remember, taking care of your mental energy isn't a luxury, y'all. It's not luxury, it's mandatory, it's necessary. Start implementing some of these strategies I talked about today, one at a time. And if you need a deeper dive, hit your boy up. You can leave a comment. I have a link in my description that leads to many more resources for you. Don't try to change everything at once, y'all. If this video helped you understand your mental fatigue better, hit that like button and subscribe for more Vibrant Works content about optimizing your mind and your life and your spiritual essence. Okay? Drop a comment sharing your biggest takeaway of what you're going to try first, or what you've been going through, y'all. Remember, we're all in this journey together. So I'm going to share this information because we in it together. There's a little bit of me and you. There's a little bit of you and me. Okay? So the information, let's share it. And if it applies to you, it applies. If it don't, it don't. But share it. Share who you are. Stay vibrant. Stay mindful. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be blessed. Let's go.